Hey everybody, welcome back to This Blessed Life. Now, people are probably going to start questioning because this is what people do when I take my head covering off. People are like, oh, where's your head covering? You can take that off. But today's video is actually about head coverings. So, this is not getting into the doctrine of head covering. If you want to know about the doctrine of head covering, comment down below and we could get you some resources. But this is just the practicality of how do you keep a covering on your head, especially when you have a little child. You can try, but you might have to fix it. So there's the quick answer. So I've got 4 different coverings here. So we'll go through these. This is a simple tube style head covering that we found at Walmart, which I actually am not seeing this same style at Walmart anymore. So I don't know if they are out of stock or whatever, but they were in like the accessories area. But if you could find something like this, or even you could make these, it's just a tube of stretchy fabric. So it's got one seam here. So there's a couple different ways that you can do this. One is you just slip the whole thing over your head and then pull your hair out and pull up this piece and put it down over the back. And it's really that easy. And these stay on me very well. I think my mother-in-law has said that these ones don't stay on for her very well. So it could just depend on, maybe it's the consistency of your hair or something would make that different. You can use bobby pins or clips. I found these little bobby pin style decorative clips at Walmart for really cheap. And then just your simple bobby pins. And people have probably used bobby pins before, but just simple, slide it in, and it doesn't get caught on your fabric. There you go. And that just helps give a little more hold. Yes, Justice? He's over there eating a glass cup. The other thing that you can do is you can fold this if you want might be easier if I do it on me, give a little resistance. You can kind of like fold it in thirds, so the bottom third up, top third down, and then put it on, and it gives a like wider headband look, and it's not like it's still covering your head, but it's not all the way down. Your hair is still more exposed. You can do that. You can also, if you want to, let's see, you can pull out like a little bit of hair on the side. If I parted in the middle, I might do it on both sides, but you could do this, and then you could even like curl this or something like that. So there's multiple different ways you can do that. You could also fold it in half. Sometimes it just sits weird on me depending on how I fold it. So I like it in half. Sorry, I like it in thirds or full. Yes, Justice? Do you have an opinion on this? Which covering is your favorite? You don't know? Okay. Let's see. I have this one, which is my hair might get messed up in this. This is a stretchy piece of lace that I found at Walmart for like $1 a yard or something. So I'm just going to put it over, and then under my hair, I'm going to go ahead and do just a simple tie. And then you can adjust it to where you want it. You can pull it all the way down like that. And then these decorative clips work well to keep this one in place. This one I do prefer wearing with clips. I feel like it just stays on better if I have clips with this one. You could use barrettes, but I don't have any barrettes right now. So there's that one. You could also double tie that or something like that. Yes? What? This is a like silky material. I don't know the actual material. My friends brought it over from Cambodia. So there's multiple ways you could tie this. You can just put it over your head if you are only covering for the church service and you don't have little kids that you're dealing with. This can be as simple as you want. You could just throw it over. You could wrap it like that. You could do just one side wrapped. There's so many different ways you could do it depending on your preference. Also, you can tie this one, excuse me, you can tie this one like I did the other one under your hair. Or You can even put like one long side and one short side. And let's see if I can do this. I haven't done this for a little bit, so let's see. I'm gonna pass the long side under my hair in the back and pull the short side down. And then with this long side that's now passed under, it's gonna go over the top of the short one and wrap it like this, just twist it up. And then that can go over the front and then tie the two ends in the back. And then because of the material, I would want to put clips on under the wrap, like under the twist part. But there we go. So there's one way you could do it. And then also if you have tied ends like this, you can even go ahead and braid your hair into the ties to give it a little extra look if you want. So there's another way. You could do that wrap. You could also, oops, I had a pin on that. Where did I put it? Bobby pin is still in my hair. So yeah, there's that one. And then here is a regular bandana. Sorry, my mom wrote to me and I got thrown off. Just a regular handkerchief bandana. So you're going to take this and fold it in half. And so you're making a triangle. It might actually be easier if I line up these corners. There we go. And then put it on, and again tie it in the back like this. So this is nice. I've worn this one for hiking before. I think I used to wear this on a more regular occasion. I would wear them, just for some reason I haven't been wearing them lately, but they are nice. So you can pull these ones pretty tight depending on how you like it, and you can put clips in, but that gives just a nice look too. This is nice for like gardening or whatever also. If you have some handkerchiefs that you don't mind getting a little more dirty and you want to keep nice head coverings for church or things like that, these can be good for dirty work like painting and stuff like that. So yeah, I really like this. There's so many different ways you can cover. You could wear hats, you could find specific head coverings. Let's see, Garlands of Grace, Cassie's Corner Shop, I think is another one. They both have some nice head coverings. And just look around. Amazon has some, Walmart might have some. There's so many different things. You can make your own. I like some of the stretchy materials because you can kind of pull it tighter, and depending on your body, sometimes wearing a tight head covering can cause headaches and things like that. So yeah, you're gonna have to figure out what works for you. If pins cause problems for you, you might need to find out how to tie them where you don't have to have a pin. So those are just a few options. I will oftentimes fix my head covering. They just get messed up sometimes with babies and nursing. If you're putting on a nursing cover on and off, at times that can mess up your head coverings, different things like that. But really, it's not that big of a deal once you start wearing them all the time, or even often. You kind of just, it becomes second nature after a while, at least for me. That might not be true for everybody, but at least for me, it just becomes second nature. So I don't have to worry about it as much. But even if I am wearing a different covering, it gets like weird and I have to think about it and stuff like that. Or I do think about it. Maybe I don't have to, but I just do. So it is kind of easier for me to wear just a simple covering because that's what I'm used to. And I don't have to worry about it much. So I hope that is helpful to those who are wondering how to keep head coverings or how to tie head coverings. Again, if you want the doctrinal things, biblical things behind why I wear a head covering, comment down below. But this was just a little practical guide of how I do it. Most days I wear the tube style head covering, and then I'll wear like the lace one for like church, that sort of thing. but my typical is the tube style, which I did try to look up on Walmart and I couldn't find, so sorry for those who want links. I don't know where to get them. Maybe Amazon has them. I'm not sure. But let me know if you have a favorite way to style your head covering, or if you have places where your favorite coverings come from. Please tag them in the comments down below for other ladies to find those. And I hope this was a helpful video. See y'all next time on This Blessed Life.